Ayubawan, Vanakkam, Assalamu alaikum. Good morning, I think it still is. Bonjour. Honorable Prime Minister and the Minister of Public Administration, Home Affairs, Provincial Councils and Local Government, Neshgunawardna. Secretary to the Ministry, Mr. Maidan. Chairman of the Official Languages Commission, Mr. Kalansoria, if you're here. Senior government officials, my friend Don Brownell from the Project Director of NLEAP. Distinguished guests, colleagues, and friends, but particularly the participants in this essay competition, the young people here today. I'm delighted to be here at this awarding ceremony with this essay for this essay competition to mark Official Languages Week in Sri Lanka. Official languages are a very special part of Canada. And in 2019, we marked the 50th anniversary of our own Official Languages Act, which protects our nation's French and English linguistic duality. 50 years, or 53 years now, seems like a long time, and it still is a work in progress. It's something we have to work on all the time. But I'd also point out that in 1969, when it came in, it was already more than 100 years since Canada had become self-governing, a united and self-governing country. And it took a century to realize how important the recognition of official languages was in order to bring the country together and to make it seem as one. And that's something we're now doing, understanding the role that the languages of our Indigenous people play, and the respect for those that is a very important part of, again, making sure the country is one. So we're pleased to draw on our own experience as a bilingual country to support the implementation of Sri Lanka's official languages policy. Canada is a long-standing partner of Sri Lanka in its journey to advancing language rights and diversity. We've been sharing our experience and supporting language rights issues in Sri Lanka since the early 2000s, helping Sri Lanka to strengthen the implementation of the official languages policy and the recommendations of the 2011 Lessons Learned and Reconciliation Commission report. A language allows us to share ideas, thoughts, and feelings with one another. It has the power to build societies, but also, if we're not careful, to sow division. Language rights in multi-ethnic and multicultural societies, such as Canada and Sri Lanka's, afford minorities the respect for their cultural, ethnic, and religious identities. At the same time, the protection and advancement of such rights enables linguistic minorities to see themselves as integral to the country as a whole. Canada strives for inclusion and diversity, even as we come to terms with difficult aspects of our history. Ultimately, our differences can strengthen us and bring us together, but it takes effort. Respect for languages can promote trust and understanding, and the ability to communicate with someone in their own language is an invaluable step toward healing ethnic divides and achieving lasting peace. Now more than ever, it is critical that we all, whether in Sri Lanka or Canada or elsewhere around the world, question the misinformation and intolerance that seeks to divide us. Reducing language barriers between linguistic communities and within the public service in Sri Lanka is a key component, in my view, of reconciliation efforts. Over the years, we've been pleased at the level of support from Sri Lankans from all walks of life for the country's official languages. This is manifest in the dedication of the language societies that promote learning of second languages, of universities and other academic institutions that teach them, of civil society organizations that advance language rights, and of government departments mandated to develop and implement the language policy. And the support of Sri Lanka's youth has always been manifest, and today, your participation in this essay competition provides a wonderful demonstration of this commitment. Prime Minister, in the 5 years of my mandate in Sri Lanka, the country has gone through many changes. We are heartened by the fact that through these changes in government, support by successive governments has continued for Sri Lanka's official languages. I thank you for that. An independent evaluation was carried out recently of this project, in support of Sri Lanka's official languages. Its main recommendation to the government of Sri Lanka was that in the evaluator's view, a reaffirmation of government support for official languages policy would send a powerful signal to all those involved in implementing the policy, and indeed to all the people of Sri Lanka that are committed to language rights and promotion. Your presence here today provides this important reaffirmation of the support of the government for the policy, and I thank you for that. Canada remains dedicated to working with Sri Lanka and Sri Lankans in their efforts to secure a more inclusive, peaceful, and prosperous future for all. Thank you, Nandri, Stuti, merci.